What's going on YouTube? It's Kojo here once again with another video. I'm gonna answer today, and I'm gonna talk about the story behind my viral video on Instagram, which is one of the first videos that I made, which led to the Happiness Looks Good on You series. And because of that video, now we have Happiness Looks Good on You merch, which should be here on the screen. And there's also a song on Spotify, iTunes, Google Music, everywhere, called Happiness Looks Good on You, featuring my brother, that kid Rob. I never really saw myself as an artist, honestly, because I didn't think I was particularly too talented at making music. I've always enjoyed listening to music and pretending to rap, throughout high school, middle school, but I never saw myself as an artist. But I'll get into the story. One day I just happened to be sitting there on the couch in Virginia, and I saw the little trend on TikTok, and I decided to put my spin on things. And before I knew it, like a week later, my video was being reposted by different celebrities and influencers and people all across the world. And it was great to see that something simple, like a small little jingle that I made in my free time, could go viral like that. So let me get straight into how it came about.
I had a dream, now it's to succeed. That's when you was hating on me. But when I get bad, then you get more mad, and then you start envying me.
I want to say it was a Saturday night. I was just scrolling through TikTok, and I saw a guy put out his version, and I think the original song is called "Drip Like Me," where the guy would say, "I'm sorry for dripping," and I saw some guy make a version on TikTok, and he was like, "I'm sorry for simping, but simping's what I do." And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I said, I'm not gonna make a video about simping, but okay, I might be able to put my spin on things and see where things go from there. So I said I was gonna come up with my own version, and the very first one that I made, if I remember correctly, was talking about listening, being a mental health professional, and a therapist and a practitioner. That's why I do my day-to-day. I listen to my patients, and I make an intentional effort to give good advice and also to prescribe the right medications based off of what I'm hearing. So I was like, what better way to start off this series by talking about listening? So the very first rap was, I'm sorry for listening, but listening's what I do. If you need help and you by yourself, well then I'm here for you. Like quick, just like that. And I posted just like 2 or 3 lines just like that on TikTok, and it took me like an hour just to write that, because I was like overthinking it, and I was like, okay, like I'm not an artist, I have to make sure that I'm on beat, that the flow is there. It took me like an hour to put that out, and I finally put it out. And then anytime I make a video that I'm a little like hesitant to post online, and people still think that, oh, I'm 100% confident anytime I post something, which is not true. A lot of times I do get slightly insecure over certain videos, so I'll post it and I'll take my phone and I'll just throw it away, and then I'll just do something else to keep myself entertained. So I came back to my phone like maybe 3 hours later, and then that video had like over 100,000 views on TikTok, and people were like, oh wow, I feel seen, I love this video, can we get more, can we get a full version, can we get a song? So I kept, I took that video and I made like a longer version, which was like maybe 16, 17 seconds, and that one did well as well. And my assistant, luckily, a thing called Instagram Reels had come out, and he was doing research on Instagram Reels, and it was similar to TikTok, and I had no idea what it was, but he said, let's go ahead and take this video and just put it straight on Instagram Reels and see how well it does. And at that time I had maybe like 7,000 or 8,000 followers on Instagram, and now I have like over 70,000. And with Instagram, it's funny because sometimes I'll have like a great 2 weeks or a month and you'll still lose followers. So Instagram, I haven't cracked the code. I don't know how the algorithm really works, but he put it on Instagram, and I went from 7,000 or 8,000 followers to 10 to 12,000, 15,000, 20,000, and within like a month I had got like 30,000 followers on Instagram. And more important than the actual numbers was the feedback I was getting from people. And obviously, like, as the first two did really well, I kept making more and more little raps or jingles, and you know, people would say, hey, thank you so much for talking about anxiety or depression. I really like this. Can you make a song for people who are struggling with substance abuse? You know, so I made one where I was like, I heard you were sober and I'm so proud of you. And then that one took off as well. And people would repost it. And then the thing that meant the most to me was, you know, when people would repost like a small song, the thing that meant the most is like what they would write in the caption and how the song made them feel. And then I would naturally click that video and I would look through the rest of the comments, and then I would see like people sharing their stories. Like, it had become almost like this big great community of people being vulnerable and talking about the things that they were going through. So I feel like the best part about that series was not the fact that it went viral and I got all these new followers from it. You know, I am thankful for the following that I've acquired, because, you know, we post to gain attention and to build our brand. But at the same time, a lot of people really were able to benefit from it, and people say that it made their day. And you know, we're all in this pandemic together. You know, it hasn't been easy. People have lost lives. People are, you know, burnt out. You know, I know for myself personally, I was burnt out when I was working full time back in Virginia. So just to hear people's feedback and to have people come out and share their stories, that was, you know, what really meant the most to me with the singing and the rapping. And now I'm still making, you know, songs off of that same trend. The majority of those videos are not going as viral now, but people are still requesting. You know, I made one for people who burnt out. I heard you were burnt out. And then people would say, oh, I love this so much. I'm so burnt out at work and I can't quit because I need the money. So your songs keep me going. And then people, when you look through the comments, people would have more suggestions. So I love, even to this day, and I'm going to continue with that trend and mix different songs in there, you know, just to spice it up. But, you know, to go through the comments and to help people and to give them a voice through music, I think it's fantastic. So in a time like now, you know, we're stuck in a pandemic, I say what better time to reinvent yourself. And I'm excited to put out more, you know, little songs, little raps, little jingles here and there, just to help people get through the day. And it's something fun for myself to do, and it's a creative outlet. I get to express myself as a writer, a rapper, a singer. And you know, when I went to school to get my DNP, I never thought that this is where I would end up at. But I'm grateful to be out here. You know, the music and like that video was one of the reasons why, honestly, I got the confidence to move out here to, you know, Southern California and pursue a life as a full-time content creator. So I'm so grateful for that. Thank you to Instagram Reels. Thank you to TikTok. I have some TikTok gear around, a lot of TikTok gear around the house, in my bedroom. So thank you to Instagram Reels. Thank you to TikTok for not only, you know, boosting my video, but also for the different, you know, opportunities that have presented themselves to me because of music and mental health and things like that. So I'm so grateful for that moment. It's like, I'm telling y'all, that's definitely like a special moment for me in my life. And you know, I'm gonna keep making songs. I'm gonna keep making different content. And if y'all have been keeping up with my TikTok, y'all have seen that I've started to get into acting a little bit, you know. So I'm doing a little bit here and there, and I'm you know, doing my part to help people out, and also it's helping myself out too, giving me a way to creatively express myself, which is super cool. So that's the story behind my 10 million view video on Instagram Reels. And you know, I want to thank everybody who's reposted any one of those videos, or people who give me suggestions. And please continue to repost, and please continue to give me suggestions, so that way we can keep this amazing trend going on. So once again, thank you so much. If you're new here to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, I don't know what you're waiting on. Please go follow me on Instagram at Dr. Kojo Sarfo. The same thing on TikTok, just with a dot in there. So at dr.kojo Sarfo. Follow me on all social media, and I can't wait to hear back from you all. Take care.